Hi, today we're going to continue our notes on diffusion and osmosis, and we're going to focus in on osmosis, which is the diffusion of water or movement of water from an area of high to low concentrations. So we're going to focus in on three different osmotic solutions. Osmotic solutions is a solution that the cell is placed in. Okay, so when we're talking about this, it is what we're placing the cell in. So the first type of solution is called hypotonic solution. Now, there is an O in hypo. Okay, here's the O, and that is more water because there's an O in more. So there is more water in outside of the cell. So if there's more water, there's something that has less solutes in it. Okay, so because it moves from high to low, the water is going to move into the cell. That can cause the cell to swell and possibly burst if it is an animal cell. So again, hypotonic solution, we have water moving into the cell. Because a animal cell does not have a cell wall, it can actually burst. Where a plant cell becomes what we call turgid, and that is because we have this lovely cell wall that will protect it, will not allow it to burst. Hypertonic solution means that there's less water, and there is an E here. Okay, so we have less water. Okay, so there's less water on the outside, and there's more salt or dissolved substances. So water is going to leave the cell. Again, there's more water inside the cell, so it moves from high to low. Now, this can cause the cell to shrivel up. Okay, so we can see that it shrivels up because it's leaving the cell. And for a plant cell, it goes through wilting or plasmolysis. And do you remember when we said the cytoplasm doesn't fill completely? Well, here it is. Now, isotonic solution means that the cell and the surrounding fluid is in equilibrium. So one water molecule will enter and one will leave at the same rate. So the cell size is going to be the same. The cell does not change shape because everything's in equilibrium. Okay, so just so you know, if we're at equilibrium, the movement of molecules does not stop. One goes in, one leaves. One goes in, one leaves. Okay, so just to kind of review animal cells, you have to remember that a red blood cell is 80% water. So if we, excuse me, if we place a red blood cell in 100% water or a hypotonic solution, the red blood cell will swell and probably burst. If we place that red blood cell in a hypertonic solution, so it's only 70% water, it's less, the red blood cell will shrink. For a plant cell, they become turgid when you place them in a hypotonic solution, so one with more water. The water enters and enters and enters. It will swell but does not burst the plant cell because of the cell wall. A plant cell in the reverse solution, which is hypertonic, will go through plasmolysis, which is the cell will shrink internally and it will wilt, but the size of the cell will remain the same because of that cell wall. And this is just showing you a comparison of the plants and the animals in the hypotonic, hypertonic, isotonic solution. So if you have any questions, see me tomorrow. Thanks.